Sudley, or Koodles. We'll be running Metal Gear Solid 1 on Extreme, and because that wasn't hard enough for me, I decided to play it with 1% health, or Black Lung, where you just have the cigarettes equipped. Ready for time? 3, 2, 1, go!
Woo!
So, on your usual Extreme run, it is pretty difficult. All the bosses kind of like change how they attack you and stuff, and you don't really get any rations unless you get them from a guard. So you won't find them in your usual spots. But we won't be using rations because we're going to be on 1% health.
Using cigarettes the whole time.
I did a run of this, not this one. Oh, stop paying attention there. I did a run of Metal Gear Solid 4 years ago through ASM in 2019. And it was a lot of fun, and it's great to be back here again. I also did Silent Hill last year too, which, again, a lot of fun, great cause, and it was good to see everyone get involved. There'll be a couple of points in the game where Snake's life will regenerate. So usually on Extreme, you do a boss, your life bar will increase, but you actually won't recover any life at all. With the exception of the torture scene and the Rex fight, you'll get 100% of your life back, unfortunately, but that's alright, we'll get rid of it. We'll go back down to nothing. It's a bit of a waiting game at the moment. It's about like 2 minutes that you've got to wait until the elevator comes down, then we can head on over. Also worth mentioning, we've got a donation incentive for the run, whether we save or kill Meryl in the torture scene. So I'm happy to keep that active up until after the Sniper Wolf fight, which I'll point out when it's coming up. So feel free to pick up the person you want to save. Pretty much if we choose to save Meryl, I have to go through the torture sequence, but it's an extra 5 minutes and carpal tunnel syndrome.
You're not going to get the kick.
Pardon?
You're not going to get the kick.
No, I will.
No, you won't. I haven't seen you get the kick in ages.
Every now and then, this guard that's about to come off the elevator, good spot, Snake. This guard that's going to come off the elevator, if I knock in the right spot, he kind of hangs around and we can kick him through the elevator. And Koodles loves it. But
Missed it.
yeah.
You missed it.
He wasn't in the right spot.
I knew you were gonna.
There'll be a lot of cutscenes and protocols that we'll have to skip through, and unfortunately we can't. You can't skip these easy. We've got to just mash the X button until the codec is over.
Jerry rigging you in between your legs.
Yeah,
Like
go away. There we go. One more codec. And we're away. I've decided for the run, we'll also go as Tuxedo Snake too. So he's got his tux out, best dress for today.
in order to be able to unlock the tuxedo, you've got to finish the game twice on Extreme, isn't it?
Twice on the difficulty that you want to play, so yeah, Extreme for this case.
The second practice run that you did to try and unlock the tuxedo took a little bit longer than anticipated, and you were 20 minutes late to work that day.
I was trying to do it just before my shift on Thursday, just gone, or yesterday, sorry, and I had to leave at 11:30, and the credits started rolling at about, I don't know, 11:32. I was like, oh, it's not good, but we'll see what this time is, and then we'll head off.
2 hours, 9 minutes.
I performed terribly.
Garbage. Bear in mind, you did well since losing a chaff grenade for no reason.
Yeah, and a stun grenade too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw a chaff grenade on the tank here to distract the guard, and my luck with it is absolutely terrible, so if I do get caught here, a bit unfortunate.
What was that?
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Nah, that's alright.
Should we put up the stupid count? Death one.
That's alright. It will take us back to the vent, and the guards will change position, so we can just go straight to the elevator.
But yet, no big boss.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. So we get to meet our good friend, the DARPA chief. He's got like a nice lengthy 10-minute cutscene that we're going to skip. And we'll get introduced to our first companion, or the person that you can donate to save, Meryl.
Speaking of, we have had a couple of donations come in.
Yeah, feel free.
We have had a $37 donation from Lesales. Apologies for pronunciation. Who says, keep up this fantastic work, ISOMate. Hope you save Meryl, i.e. Koodles. Also, your lovely commentator deserves a raise. We have had $20 from Koodles, who says, Meryl sucks, we save Otacon.
She's useless. Everybody can hate me for it, but she's useless.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, this is the bit that really needs her to pull her head in and actually help Snake here, but sometimes she just does not want to, and I end up getting shot and die and everything else in between.
What does that mean? The incentive? Trying to remember what was out before, so how far ahead we are on either or.
Not too sure.
As it stands, we currently have $74.80 towards Meryl and $47.50 towards Otacon.
Uh-oh.
I didn't hear that, sorry. I was choking a guard out.
Meryl's winning.
Like a rookie.
Oh, my poor arm.
Telling you, shoot!
It's okay. You need to work out.
Meryl.
Come on.
Meryl. Oh, that's alright. Meryl. Meryl. Ah, good stuff.
I love how you blame Meryl, but it's really you just missing
Nah.
the third shot.
No, leaving the third shots and then...
No. It's you got to shoot him 3 times, and then Meryl kills him at last. So if you miss that third shot, then it's technically your fault, not hers.
Maybe.
Don't mess up.
Sorry.
Don't mess up.
So yeah, the only downside to the Black Lung run is constantly having to swap between the SIGs and the keycard, but they definitely got rid of that in the next, or the games after, where you won't have to have it equipped. The door just opens automatically.
Oh, I thought you were like a pixel off of ruining that for a second.
Oh, I shot Baker. Let me go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. That's it, stun lock him. How?
I'll let go of the X button so instead of running.
Oh, you're bad.
Oh,
You're terrible.
that's alright.
Garbage.
No.
You'll get in this time. That'd be the worst, having to like replace all the C4. Watch,
Yeah.
you're gonna mess this one. Oh no, you moved a little bit further over there. You're gonna mess it up again.
I'm going to shoot Baker now just for you.
Don't shoot Baker.
Hiding won't help you. I love to reload.
Oh, good one.
Oh,
Oh.
never seen him do that before.
Lucky. That was pure luck.
No.
That was luck.
So that was our first boss fight. That was Ocelot, a big figure in the Metal Gear Solid story. Definitely deserves more boss battles, I reckon, though. Screen's gone black.
Just be patient.
I freaked out a little there, eh?
Just be patient.
Hey.
Just be calm. Just calm down. Just calm down.
No.
It'll be fine.
See, that's our first instance of getting health recovery. So in other difficulties like easy, normal, and hard, your life bar will increase, but then so will actual like the green life bar as well. On extreme, it's just the bar that holds life, not the actual life itself. Oh, and you can double tap the elevator. So instead of waiting for it, if you just press it twice, it just spawns instantly. On the very rare occasion, you can get it first go, but we're not that lucky today.
When are you?
Hey. Ooh. So usually you'd call Meryl, or you'd grab your little CD case and you'd call Meryl. Meryl would be like, "Yeah, I've got the car key. Let me help you through." It's like a 6-minute codec. It takes a minute to skip it just by mashing. So what we did there is we just avoided that codec altogether. Saved a minute tops. Now this is the tank. It never goes well for me.
Practice runs will get it first go, but official runs, it's never the case. Trying to wiggle it.
Oh, he moved. That's not good.
Oh, what was that?
Blob the tread so it stops. Oh, I missed it too. This is not good.
Oh no. That's at least 37 seconds on your run.
Oh, can you stop? Just stop moving.
Ah! Oh, at least you get another attempt.
Yeah.
Still not good. Terrible. Garbage. But still, another attempt nonetheless.
Yeah. We plan not to die, and the tank chooses to not let us have that.
The tank chooses the way.
Yeah.
However, anytime that the tank messes up, you do better at the rest of the game.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Maybe you might not die to Psychomantis this time.
That's what's supposed to happen the first time.
When you don't miss.
See how you like that?
There we go.
Good job. Second time. Not good enough, but it's fine.
Another little interesting quirk is Snake runs a little bit faster when you've got a weapon equipped. It doesn't matter which one. It's just as long as he's holding something, you'll actually run a little bit faster. And then, oddly enough, C4, after a lot of time wasted, is 1 frame per 12 seconds faster than every other item. So it's not really worth swapping to it, but just interesting to know.
He just gets a little trigger happy.
So for sections like this where I'm going to go through multiple doors at a time, I'll have the card equipped. It won't affect my health because it stays permanently at 1%. I bumped into the door, so I'm going to wait for this guard here.
Whoa.
He equipped it and then tried to use the elevator at the same time and said no.
Game say no.
So now coming up next, we've got the Grey Fox fight, which hopefully will go smoothly. Hopefully.
During the practice you messed it.
Yeah. I was like telling him, like, I don't ever mess up the Grey Fox fight. Like, it's easy. And sure enough, I got a little too confident.
Yep.
And ruined it.
It's always the way.
So I'm going to grab the Famis just inside this room here, because we'll use it for Psycho Mantis later. I'm sure those that have played the game before will be like, oh, don't you usually grab it from the armory? And if you don't, it ends up spawning here instead.
Sorry.
Oh, you're alright.
It's a ghost.
It's a goose.
It's a goose.
A couple more donations for you.
Yeah.
We have $20 from Ginger Nut, who says, for the Metal Gear Solid incentive, escape with Meryl. Also for the matching watermelon shirts. We have $37 from Shadow, who says, crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Going towards escape with Otacon.
Thank you very much for those.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, so when you do, when you play on the tuxedo, or as the tuxedo on your third playthrough, it also adjusts Grey Fox's skin to look more like Spider-Man. And if you play on the integral version, which is Japanese only, Meryl's outfit also changes to Snake's sneaking suit.
Oh, cooked it.
Oh.
Oh, cooked it.
Can I not?
Do it.
Oh. Can I not die at every boss? That'd be good.
You're gonna need the 2 hours at this point.
Ah.
I'll take a nap. You let me know when you're gonna start doing better.
Alright, right now.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
The chat's just all crazy. I was crazy.
It is the Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, missed it. Lucky.
Oh, you made it to the cutscene. Nice.
You're gonna die
Hurry
now.
up and catch me.
Oh no, I don't know where he is.
I'm here to stay.
No, that's too far.
Oh wow.
It's also too far.
What stops you from doing the this is a genuine question. What stops you from doing the
Liquid.
liquids? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wish I could. I really do wish I could. But for some reason, Grey Fox will always. He'll go into his next attack cycle every 3 attacks. So it doesn't have to be a kick at the end. You can just punch him 3 times and he'll call it a day.
Kick obviously does like a little bit more damage, but
Yeah.
still you can stop it.
Like, I'll example it here. Like, I'll try the infinite punch. And it just goes into iframes.
The field of battle. The clash
Silly game.
Would be cool, though. Would be cool. I got a feeling it's just because the hand-to-hand fight with Liquid later was like a last-minute programming decision. And I base that only because... Oops, still one more. You can hold circle on a player 2... You can hold circle on a player 2 controller. And it opens up a whole bunch of stats that you shouldn't usually be able to see. Only during the Liquid hand-to-hand fight.
Are we gonna talk about you missing here or just dropping?
2-1.
When you missed?
I punched a little earlier, yeah.
It's okay, we won't talk about it, it's fine. We'll let it go.
So yeah, that's the end of the fight there. Next one will be Mantis, which can be pretty painful, only because he likes to throw lamps at me.
Same.
But yeah, what we're referring to is later on there's a technically the final fight with Liquid is like a hand-to-hand fight on top of Rex,
Okay.
and
There we go.
it's
Oh,
got
goodness.
yeah, some stock footage we get to watch, but skip. With that fight, conventionally you just punch, kick, and then block, or not block, sorry, but you evade his attack and then go back and forth. But we can kind of stun lock Liquid into an endless amount of punches until he calls it a day and takes his bat and ball and goes home.
Mm.
So, but he's the only one that can do it. You'll also notice a couple of situations I might spam my weapon button, as an example like this. Doing that cancels all of your footsteps, so you don't make any noise at all when you're running across noisy floors. There'll only be really one spot you'll see that, and it's right at the very end of the game.
Walking around all the rafters with the rats. Rats.
Rats make me crazy. And I guess I should mention, I forgot to mention it earlier, all the 37 jokes. For those that didn't, that weren't...
That haven't been here every year since it happened.
Yeah. If you weren't here last year or you didn't watch the Silent Hill run that I did last year, I explained that the number 37 has just haunted me for 4 or 5 years based on a knife-only run I did of Resident Evil 2.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa. I almost had to force you into a knife only with Metal Gear.
So I was doing Resident Evil 2, 1998, knife only. And I got to the final boss, and said boss takes about 38 stabs to kill.
Don't
37 was the number I was up to, and I started swinging. And my knife just gave up. It literally was not doing any damage at all, wasn't hitting him, and I was confused. I kept sitting, I was like, 37, 37. From that day, it has just appeared everywhere in like all the negative ways.
Okay, let's
Silent
go.
Hill Runner explained
I
that
know
very
this place better
situation
than
to
you.
everyone. And my
I'll
final
be
time of
quick.
Silent Hill came up as
Follow
37
me.
minutes. And we all had a good laugh, along with everyone that wanted to donate $37 to be a meme.
That's strange. There's no guard.
So if you do see that number around, that
happened to the
is
music?
that's just everyone
I'll keep a
ripping the
lookout.
piss out of me.
Make sure you're ready, okay?
Speaking of ripping the piss out of you,
Oi!
I said I'd do it. I promised him 3 months ago that I was going to pinch him during his run. And he's like, you won't remember how to do that. And here we are.
So for those unfamiliar with the game, Psychomantis is actually a really interesting boss battle where
The commander is
the only way, so I'll recall, there are other ways, but the correct way to beat him is by putting your controller port into the second slot, because he is a mind reader, psychic telekinesis.
Is the cable itself the port, or what you're putting it in is the port?
I don't know.
Because you said putting the port in the port.
Port.
Whoa.
Well, which honestly a very unique concept. And whoever thought of it is an absolute genius.
Port into the port.
Yeah. I did bring a second controller with me so I wouldn't have to swap them, but the analog on that just wants to give up on me, so...
All of your cables have been having problems lately. Gotta wiggle them. Oh, rough.
4. Yeah. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. We're counting to 20 here. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Oops.
Oh,
19. Not the lamps. 20.
No way. I don't expect anything less from you either.
I've died once at every boss, and I'm ashamed of myself.
Gotta keep the pattern going now.
So, usually bosses in this game don't take damage from grenades. Ocelot is like the only exception. And yeah, killing him with grenades is about 10 seconds faster than the way I did it earlier today. But can be sometimes inconsistent, like 5 or 10% of the time, with myself at least.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound.
With Psychomantis, if you throw a grenade, it does a boatload of damage, like 30-40% of his health bar. But the game is programmed to regenerate that. So if we time the grenade just at 20 hits, which is low enough to trigger the cutscene for Meryl, he'll actually take the damage. The cutscene will play before he gets a chance to regenerate. We'll stun Meryl again, and then after Meryl has been stunned, all that damage will be dealt and save a little bit of time. If you don't blow yourself up, of course.
That's just a you problem. When I was doing Psychomantis, I never blew myself up.
I was going to say... I forgot it. Don't worry. Never mind. He's reading my thoughts already. Four.
Such fail's useless. She's just taking a nap.
6.
I'd do the same. I'd just take a nap.
8.
12. 8. 4. 11. 19.
12.
13.
13.
8, 11, 5,
Oh. 16.
7, 9, not even 9, 10,
19.
37.
Oh, he's one more hit away. I must have counted wrong. I'm blaming you.
I'll take credit. It's fine. As long as I'm getting to you.
Okay.
You're doing great. I believe in you. You can't tell me you could. You just threw a grenade. You can't tell me you wouldn't have blown up Meryl. You threw it at her head.
Where is he?
Why couldn't I reach out?
Took you a while.
Just a smidge. So at the moment his health is still going to be how it would have been before the grenade. As you can see, it's like 50% of his life bar, maybe a little bit over.
Weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
The dream.
Stop! Meryl!
And now after this cutscene here, his life will go from like 50% down to like 20%. Yeah, there we go. Now on any other situation you can hold triangle and it will change your point of view to Snake's first person. But in this situation with Mantis, because he's trying to read Snake's minds, holding triangle actually gives me Mantis's point of view, which is what I'm using to find out where he is in the room. Nice, we're gonna get the chairs here. So if you hit him before he gets to his desk, you'll get the chairs in this situation, which is a lot faster. If you don't hit him, you'll end up having lamps getting thrown at you, which you kind of just have to duck. Safer that way with the blank one.
Oh, he's ready for the meeting.
Yeah.
Sit down and chat about all the things he did.
I'm not going to make it a trope to just die once at every boss and then do it nice
Yes,
up.
you will.
No.
If I have to tickle you, I will. I'll do it. I'll throw you off.
Oh, yeah, hold on. We're actually playing the game, that's right.
You got yelled at. You got in trouble.
So, oddly enough, the trickiest enemy in this game, on a normal run, if I'm not actually playing like garbage,
I'll take point.
on a normal run,
Snake,
the
you
trickiest
follow
enemy
me.
is these dogs.
Are they dogs?
Well, Snake goes like, they're half wolf, half husky.
We should ask Shadow. He'd know.
So to avoid touching them and dying to the dogs, I'm just going to go out of bounds. It's the only reason why you picked up the cardboard box. It also saves probably like 10 seconds instead of running through that that area. You can use the vent glitch to get up onto the
Snake,
rock,
what's
and then
wrong?
the
I thought
cardboard
you were
box
good
is
with
low enough of a
dogs.
hitbox that you can kind of just go through the wall. Unfortunately, on the way back though, we can't do that, so I will have to try and navigate through two
This
dogs.
place is mine.
I also
I'll
can't skip
take point
this.
again. Stay back, okay?
Shadow put
The
what
radar isn't
wolves they
working.
were.
Since we can't use the mine detector either.
Leave it to me.
So usually throughout the cutscenes you'd be able to see a lot more of what's going on, but Mantis took control of Meryl's mind here. Just before, sorry. And now you've come to this section and she's like, hold on, because I've crossed minds with Mantis, I can see that there are claymores here. And she walks out this beautiful path, doesn't blow herself up, gives us a footprints to follow so we don't blow ourselves up either. She's really impressed.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Well,
Do you
a
know what
little
this is
bit.
like?
Only a
Meryl
little?
is you when you're trying to organize stuff, and then I'm Snake fixing everything that didn't go right.
So yeah, we were super impressed, and we followed her path completely and just ran dead straight and avoided all the mines. I can't believe what you said.
What? It's just easier. Just let me do it.
So in this cutscene here, Meryl gets shot, and we're like, oh no, we don't have a sniper rifle. Let's go grab one.
But oh no, you can't run straight back down again.
No, I can't. There is a way. Unfortunately, I can't do it with the amount of life I have, but there is a way to... You have to still pick up the PSG-1. But... there is a way to go out of bounds in that fight there with Wolf, and you can actually just run up and punch her to death. It's a lot of fun.
Not good for a speedrun though. Takes a little longer than necessary.
Yeah. But you need the PSG-1. You then have to do the weapons glitch, which basically you take damage, you spam a bunch of buttons, and the game thinks you've got one weapon equipped when realistically you have another. And so if you've got the PSG-1 equipped when you do it, the game goes, oh, you've got the sniper rifle. You must be lying down because you're forced to lie down every time you use the rifle. But if you do the glitch where you've got the rifle equipped but then have chaffs instead, you can just run past the barrier that it doesn't let you pass and go up and punch her, throw grenades at her, kill her with the FAMAS, I believe. Oops, that was too far. So out of the entire run, the room that I'm about to go to with the rifle, B2 floor of the tank hangar, is probably the hardest room in the entire game that doesn't have a boss in it. It has 3 guards, all just strategically placed around this one room, and we're going to go in and out without getting spotted. There's also a laser grid that we have to avoid too. This gun's going to not shoot me.
You can hit a mine.
If I hit a mine, I'm going to be really upset with myself here. That's You need to stop. No.
It's as if I can just see when you're gonna fail. I expect less of you.
I started overthinking it, I'll be honest with you.
You're like, oh no, 2 pixels too much to the right.
So there's like a little, like very faint line in the snow that I'm trying to follow, where there are no mines.
Whoa.
That was a little scary, that one.
I heard your heart just drop for a sec.
And usually you grab a mine detector, or you can crawl over and pick them up, and or thermal goggles even show you them too. But none of those items are worth picking up in the run, so you kind of just learn where they are.
So apparently that death was at 37 minutes.
Love to see it. So yeah, this room here is probably the hardest in the whole run, for me at least anyway.
Yeah, it was too. Oh. Track record?
What was that noise?
Nice. So you don't really want to get spotted by the lasers there. I kind of just stood a little to the right.
Oh, you don't know that every time you die, the chat like just fills with like gamer.
Oh, I didn't even knock. That's good. We're gonna have to improvise.
It's always been so strange to me how you can flip them over and you don't get alerted. Do they just think that they tripped? They just did a flip in the sky and they're like, oh no, I just tripped over, there's no one here.
I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I don't know where this guard is. I've never gone this slow before through it.
Oh.
Get me coming around the corner any second now. So yeah, if I did it correctly, you flip the first guard, you then knock on the wall. It lures the second guard to walk towards the corner. You flip him just as he gets to the corner before he turns around and spots you. Then you go in. You got to be really quick. That's why you crawl up and then have to rotate your body underneath the lasers. Thanks. Okay. You have to rotate, pick up the PSG-1. You don't grab any ammo, and then you get back out just before the guard turns around and spots you. But as I went to knock, I forgot to press circle. Well, I tried to press circle at least anyway, and it didn't register. I also need to throw a chaff grenade.
Almost forgot.
Yeah, almost. That thing there was going to get me. You then grab the gun, get out, and then straight to the elevator, and away you go. Now this guard here is probably the best guard in the entire game.
Yep.
Fuck.
You've been trying to get me to talk about this one guard
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks.
For ages and ages, I'm like, yeah, just talk about this one guard. I want you. And she kept saying no.
Yeah,
I think I convinced her, and
I'll educate you. I'll educate you. That's the guard. That's all it is. That's all it is.
so there are two. There are two guards in the game that clearly look at Snake, you know, plain and simple, but we still run by him with no issues, and it's just a lot of fun for me to just mess around him in that sense. So we throw the chaff because there's a camera. Gone to the wrong floor here. No, right one.
Could you imagine?
I'm still thinking I'm in the other room. Help.
It's okay, you've done the Raven fight already. Remember, you died.
Yes. Died at every boss.
You're gonna die at Raven.
No. But you throw the chaff because there's a camera you have to avoid, and then there's that guard that's just standing there. And usually you'd flip him, but one day I decided to, mess around with it, and I found that the chaff grenade alerts him, like sound-wise. Oops. And it was just perfect timing that you can actually run around him at the same time that he turns around and just avoid him completely. There'll also be a guard later on in the Rex's lair where I do the exact same thing. But without using a chaff grenade, I'll just use the sound of the floor. She's already aiming at me.
Oh, good. ICEMAN tried doing a practice run. You just, I don't know what I was saying.
You distracted
We just
my
distracted each other.
Yeah.
It was you started it.
No. Takes one to know
What
it.
were you saying before?
I was just saying that I heard her.
Yeah, right. You were doing a practice run without sound, and you constantly died. Because you just could not tell by the audio cues of when you needed to do anything. It was your best work. Left?
Nah, right.
Oh, her kneecap.
Oi.
Oh, get
I
juked.
just got juked.
Alright, left.
Right.
Right. Oh, I saw the
No, she's going to go left actually because she's going to move to the left.
saw the breath. Oh, yeah.
And then she's going to sit on the left-hand side. And she's behind the pillar. Where am I aiming?
Oh my goodness. Right. She's going for a joke. Good miss. Oh, good miss. Oh. Good miss.
I did. I don't know what hit there, to be honest with you.
Not her. Yeah, buddy. Good miss.
Nice.
Left. Oh, yeah. Good miss.
What am I hitting?
Good miss.
Cool.
That was terrible.
Oh,
That was garbage. You died to this boss too. You'll die to her later on too.
if I die in the snowfield, that's pretty upsetting.
I watched you do it
I've
the other day.
consistently died to every
Yeah,
boss
you
once.
have.
Cardboard box.
Don't move!
So with the wolf fight just there, your D-pad is like a fine-tuned movement with the scope, and then the analog stick is the faster movement. Also, what is the donation incentive at, sorry? Because that'll be coming up in about 2 minutes.
Yes, he's my target. Mine.
So at the moment, Merrill is in the lead by about $15.
We'll have to just probably call it there, I realise. Sorry. So, yeah, looks like Merrill's won and my arm hasn't. But, yeah, thank you for everyone that's contributed to that. It's amazing. I should have called it before the wolf fight, sorry.
That's fine. At least the decision's here. I know you've got it jerry rigged on your knees, but you should be holding it up so they can see. Do it like here.
I don't have a save file if I die here, so I don't think I can.
Had enough yet? We're not finished yet. You still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more?
You basically just have to mash the circle button as fast as you can to survive.
And on extreme, it's just ridiculous. MGS2 is worse though. I remember when you did that MGS2 stream and you had to set up like a pencil to like...
Yeah, on the Sons of Liberty and like Substance version, like the original one, sorry, of the game. If you play European Extreme of Metal Gear Solid 2, the torture sequence is like 56 seconds long.
Oh, did we distract you? You gotta focus. What are you doing?
The
You don't
torture.
want to die to this.
You
Oh.
don't want to die like this.
If ICEMAN dies to this, he has to restart the game because he doesn't have a save file. Because if you die here, you lose all your progress.
I'll submit if it.
Uh-oh.
It's alright. It's the end there.
You're a strong man. Well,
Well,
that's
we're gonna
enough
do it one
for
more
now,
time, but
I think.
yeah,
Eventually.
when you play Metal Gear
You're
Solid
the
2 on
boss's
European
brother,
Extreme,
all right.
on like Sons of Liberty or
Your
the early
brother.
Substance versions, the torture sequence is as difficult as that to keep your life up, but it lasts 56 seconds without pause. And it's just ridiculous. I think I got like 40 seconds in and my arm just died on me, and I found the best strat was just to grab a pencil and just like run it across the circle button, triangle for MGS2, and just back and forth, and that seemed to fix it. I managed to do it first go with that.
First go?
With the pencil strat?
It took you like 7 goes of dying before you were like, Mum, I need a pencil.
Yeah, first go with the pencil.
No, you can't just like, oh, I did it first go. It was not first go. You were like, oh, you should have said, on the 7th try, I used the pencil and then I got it. Because that's not first go. Don't lie to the audience.
So the codec calls while you're in the torture sequence are pretty lengthy. The longest codec call will be later on, just before we, just after we've got the power card hot from the furnace. Naomi will call us, and that codec is like 7 minutes long if you watch it, and about 1:20 seconds of just mashing the button to skip through it.
Can you give me a logical answer as to why you're allowed a phone in a prison cell?
Oh no, it's not a phone, it's like in your, like, it's
So why
in
can you see them? It's a video call, it's codec call.
nanomachines. It's the answer to everything in this game.
So you're telling me that they did like a strip search on him, put him in a cell,
Yeah.
took off his clothes,
Yeah.
and didn't look at an earpiece?
Well, no, it's like not
We're
like
in
an
the
earpiece. It's
90s.
like a thing in the ear that sends vibrations. It's in the ear. We skipped that codec, the cutscene of it.
Okay, and then videoing.
I can't nanomachines.
Google Maps.
Snake,
The Google
it's
Maps pass
showtime.
drove past at the exact
Ocelot
moment.
wants you.
Because my arm is dead already.
I'll do it. No.
We won't have a run.
I know we won't have Meryl.
Okay, I'll tell you once more. Press the circle button.
Cool.
Here we go. Stretch.
How did you like that? Shall we go again?
Gotta get them lumbar movements. Oh, you're slacking. You're slacking.
Yeah.
Do better.
Had
Just
enough
schmidge.
yet?
Do better.
We're not finished yet.
Stop hands.
Yeah.
You still okay? Want me to go on?
Do it again.
Can you take one
Can
more?
you take one more?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Slacking.
Come on. Oh, no, it's the next one.
Make it easy
On
on
yourself.
yourself.
You messed it up.
One
One
more
more
time.
time.
Fake fan.
Oh. Do you want to quote the ending with me? That's unskippable.
Not at all. I haven't spent 20 years of my life memorizing it.
Oh. Don't make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Nerd.
Come on. You don't
You
want to
wanna die like this, do you?
Don't do that.
I could
Do this all day.
Stop it. Quote whatever you want, but don't eyeball me while you're doing it. He's fried.
You're
You're. So I said ISO rarely goes out. This is why.
So Naomi's going to make the controller vibrate here. Because...
Oh yes, because they heard that.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. It was like... it's ha-
He didn't have to replicate it.
Because the game's just like, oh, you know, that must have hurt. And it just... They break the fourth wall in very interesting ways, and I love it.
So they healed him through the earpiece in his ear that's video calling someone right now but isn't.
It's like Skype, but before Skype.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
I really want you to explain to me how they did video calls in the 90s.
Mano machines.
Sorry? sorry, hold on. Did you say that how you said it, or did I just hear it wrong?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Stroke time.
So yeah, the vent glitch can be used on any surface that you crawl under, for example, even the bed here. It just consists of holding triangle up, letting go of both at the same time, and then pressing X as quickly as you can. You can clip through anything that you can crawl under. There are a lot of spots where you can get soft-locked as well. Here's Octagon.
I'm so angry that you just said that. I'm so angry that you said that.
Where?
Colonel.
Just reiterating, it's Otacon.
Oh,
So mad at you.
coming back. See you later.
Wait.
Oh, bye, bro.
Wait.
See you later, alligator. Ah, don't forget your toilet paper. I'm using tomato sauce to escape,
Yeah.
to distract the guard into thinking you're bleeding, so we can grab him and then go.
Considering that the person they're about to choke out appears in later games in the future, it's going to be non-canon.
Why are you spoiling? You spoilerer. You've started getting to the point where you're joking now, having fun, being comfortable, but you're not explaining game mechanics.
Oh no!
I feel like I must take over.
Oh, okay.
No.
So what are we doing next? Koodles?
Saving Meryl or something like that.
So yeah, this is the first part where the game actually gives us more life, which unfortunately is not healthy for Snake at the moment because he just wants to sit on 1% the whole time. Yeah. The game will give us another refill at the rope rappel in about 4 minutes, if I don't make any mistakes. And that'll be the last time before the end of the game, so we will go back to 1% health after the rope rappel. This is also the only door that doesn't stay open after you let go of the card. It will start to close on you. It's weird.
But the last one. Maybe got jammed in.
Yeah.
Like closed on you.
You know, things happen. This turret here has a 50% chance of shooting us. We got lucky. But on the first trip that we came back with the PSG-1, it's safer to throw the chaff grenade and then guarantee that you're safe. Whereas here, now that we've got that life, I don't really care if I get shot or not, because the quicker I get back down to 1%, the better.
You should have just stood there and waited then.
No. We get to see our friendly guard again for the last time for the run.
Hey, bud.
What was that noise?
Can you the name?
Jeff.
No.
Veronica.
No. You are not combining RE and MDS. That's not happening.
Copernicus.
No. It's gotta be like an F name.
Fridge.
No. Frederick.
Freddy?
Freddy?
Freddy.
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 No, because Freddy Fazbear's. Can't correlate.
Ah.
That's why I said Frederick.
Frankie.
No.
We can't name him that because we had a Minecraft realm and our first chicken was called Frankie.
Freddy. Freddy and Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Names are hard. We'll come up with a name eventually and get back to you next year.
Yeah. But we'll have to get two because there's another guard later that does the same thing.
Alright, we'll do that. Good miss. Gamer.
Hey. What?
Somebody just like, fridge?
Fridge. Little Zach. You mean the kid they call the fridge?
What?
There's like a health advert from like 10 years ago.
Have you had your Inner Health Plus today? I love it when everyone's like, gamer.
Now we have also had a $5.37 donation from 37th Death. He says, dying to every boss in this run is a canon event.
Thank you very much.
ICEMAN and I have had multitude amount of arguments about what's canon and what's not canon.
Like, even the definition of canon and
Yep.
that being canon.
Yes. We get very philosophical with it all. The conversations themselves take about 2 hours to get through, and then 3 hours to emotionally recover from. Do you want?
That's perfect. So usually the stair sequence here is going to be random in regards of when guards come and when they don't, but oddly enough, it just depends on how many guards are on the screen at the time. Well, not oddly, because it just makes sense. The game can only handle so many. So the plan is to have as many guards behind me as possible, so less spawn in front of me.
Even though they're Usain Bolt.
Yeah, they come flying
They're
up.
so fast. Do you need me to remind you, or?
Up to you.
I'm going to tell you to give me the responsibility, but I'm going to choose in my mind whether or not I want to tell you.
So also throwing stun grenades will kind of change their spawning location. The ones that stand still are always fixed, they'll always spawn there. This guy's going to shoot me. But when you throw a stun grenade, guards can come running down from the left-hand side and they kind of just catch you by surprise. But if I don't throw a stun grenade, which I might have to because this dude's coming in quick. See you, buddy. There's going to be a guard in 2 more flights of stairs that's going to come running at us at top speed now. And if I throw a stun, that can get rid of the rest.
Oh,
That's upsetting, but that's fine.
rude.
Nearly had a mini heart attack there. Thought I forgot the rope.
On your way back down, don't forget to do your thing. Or you don't know.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We're kind of stuck.
Yeah, like, soon,
Okay.
whenever you feel like it, just, I've done my job at reminding you that it exists, so now it's your problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've got a bomb in my inventory. That's what she's saying. With 25 seconds to go, because we saved Meryl.
Good job, you did it! Go rid of the phone.
We did it. So 4 years ago, when I did this run at ASM, I got to the stairs of Tower B, and everyone wanted Meryl to be saved. So I had a bomb in my inventory, but I completely forgot about it because I don't usually save Meryl. I got halfway down the stairs and just blew up randomly, and was kind of shocked. And then like it clicked. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. There's an explosive attached to me.
It was amazing.
I think there's a clip of it somewhere. It's unfortunate.
If you didn't get rid of the bomb at the top, would it have gone off here?
I've never tested.
Sure do.
I hope it does.
We'll do it. Not now, but next time.
Yeah.
We'll test it.
So I got shot a lot more than I actually planned there, but that's okay. Just brings us back down to 1% health anyway.
You're doing great.
Does that count as a boss?
How have you gotten a big boss rank before?
I don't know.
Like, have you ever done it previously?
Not.
Because I don't believe you. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, usually I like to flip the guard. He sometimes shoots me, but it's probably safer to do it that way.
Squishy's a gamer.
So we've got a bit of just running up and downstairs for about 2 minutes now, so if anyone has anything they want to say, or donations, or if Koodles wants to say anything.
I was waiting for him, he was waiting for me.
We have had a $5 donation from that one guard. He says, "My friends call me Fridge, you can call me Frederick." We have had a $20 donation as well from Snake, who clearly wants me to do a Snake voice, and that will not happen, I apologise. But it says, "Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I lost my headphones, and I want to watch ASM2023 on my nav." Put this towards Farming Simulator 2019.
Colonel, I lost my headphones.
We have received a $3.70 donation from XXXVII, who says, "I am the 37th member of the 37th Legion, here to haunt this run.
Just realised it's Roman numerals.
Their
is
name's Roman
37.
numerals. That took you way too long to get.
I got it, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Whoever that is deserves the cold side of their pillow when they turn it over.
So the hind D can go one of two ways. The first way, which seems more likely, is I die once and then we kick its butt. The second way, it's kind of like just cat and mouse, or just you hit it and then you hide, then you hit it and then you hide. And then on the second phase, you can get it stuck above you and just unload missiles into it like no tomorrow. But it is pretty risky because you have to stand out in the open and you can get shot randomly. And usually if you're just doing a regular run, you'll have the life for it, but we'll see how we go. Hello?
Excuse me? Can you do a job? Oh.
Oh,
You missed it. Oh.
maybe got the rail in there.
I know, I saw that. You would have died too. You were red. That would suck.
Oh, it's shot. I missed. Thanks, Liquid.
Nice shot.
Nice. That vent glitch as well, you can do that on this I-beam. Climb the I-beam and then go out of bounds and like jump off the roof of the building. You obviously get soft locked, but just interesting to mess around with.
I got almost died.
Sorry?
Yeah, I got almost died.
So this would be where you can kind of like get him stuck above you, but for the sake of the run, we'll play it a little bit safer. Immediately goes out of the open. Oh, you're not coming up. Right. Oh,
Shouldn't have gotten that.
I would
Was
be
it propeller?
uninstalling if I was Liquid.
Yeah. Come on. Peekaboo.
I was one hit away and I should have done it. So you want 5 Stinger missiles after this boss fight. In this instance, I'm going to end up with 4, so it's better to use all the 4 and then pick up another box around the corner. So the box won't actually spawn until you're out of ammo, so that's why we have to use them all.
I want you to know, you're absolutely not a gamer anymore because you didn't die. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, unfortunately. Not a gamer.
Ah. Ring a ding ding, speak with the king.
You haven't said that in so long. Gaming unachieved.
So probably harder than the actual boss fights themselves will be this elevator fight coming up. It's just 4 guards in an elevator with stealth camo. And limited room, they're going to be shooting at you. But we've got a strat, we've planned ahead. Also, because I don't have any chaff grenades left, we're just going to blow up the cameras with strategically timed grenades. Strategic. I missed. Oh, we're going to have 4 Stinger missiles now. There are other consoles that you can run this game on. For example, like PC is pretty overpowered. You can beat the game in like 30, 40 minutes on PC. And if you play it on like PlayStation 2 with faster speed or use a PlayStation TV, you can get some ridiculous times on it. But I've always just stuck with the PS1. Like it's probably 10 or 15 minutes slower than the faster consoles, but it's just what I prefer, I guess.
Huh?
Alright. If the guard in the top right doesn't shoot immediately, we're going to have a problem.
Too late, Snake. Now die.
I threw a grenade. I didn't mean to throw that.
Wasn't paying attention, my apologies. I got distracted.
That's alright. So the reason why we wanted some Stinger missiles is the wolf fight coming up. When she gets, like, when she hides behind a tree, you can use the missiles to damage her and force her out of it. Makes the boss fight a little bit quicker. Snake should have died there. And
100%.
yeah, 100%.
Tell me that the Snake can tank that, but Meryl can't. Come on.
But yeah, it makes it a little bit quicker. So you get those 5 stingers. If you do the hind D consistently, I guess, without missing, you might get 6 or 7 for this fight. It makes it a little bit quicker.
How
But
many times did you miss?
3 or 4?
Oh. Disappointing.
Don't you dare double back. Oh, she did too.
What a meanie.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Ah.
Cheeky. Bet she went
She
back.
doubled back, yeah.
She totally went back. There she is. Left.
Middle.
Oh, you God. That's a bit rude.
Oops, I missed.
Miss.
She shot too. Nice.
She's doing her job. Oh, nice chaff.
Yeah, we'll throw some chaff grenades at her. If she goes over here, it's like 2 free hits.
No, she's gonna.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's going to go
I
between
had
the 2
hope.
trees. And then to the right. hope. You had hope in her.
Yeah, I did. I had hope in her only far to come.
Oh no, she's moving. It's gonna miss. Oh no, she moved. She just went to the tree right next door. We're good. What? The missiles don't hit her if she's running, which is upsetting. Cool. What?
Don't look at me.
I was looking at the top one. It's like, how much does that death cost me?
A lot of time. Yeah, you don't have long left.
So if that armory section wasn't difficult, or like, it was difficult, sorry, but like, the second hardest area would have to be the blast furnace, I reckon. Oh, thank you very much. So I'm going to throw a stun grenade. It's going to go before the door so it doesn't cause an alert. I'm going to kill a guard, blow up the crane, cross the crane, and then blow up a second guard, hopefully without failure.
Truly cinematic
I missed the crane.
experience.
Is it really?
Apparently.
So yeah, if I blew up the crane there, we would have just been able to cross without having to wait for it. And then there'll be a guard on the that guard there that's just walking by. He would be in the middle and we'll just be able to blow him up and away we go. But if the crane lands on me here, we're going to have a problem. No, we're good. We might be able to get him without dying. That's rough. See you later.
That was pure luck. That was luck.
What?
No. No.
No.
Luck.
So if that first elevator fight wasn't difficult enough, this one is just a little bit harder with no health.
This is the one that I did for you the other day during your practice, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
I did it exactly like that as well. I didn't die. At all. Not at all.
I was practicing on this like 24-inch Dick Smith TV that I've had for ages. I just carried it around. It's nice and easy and comfortable. But we were sitting probably 10 or 15 meters away from it, so I couldn't actually see.
10 or 15 meters?
Like that was an over-exaggeration, I'll be honest with you.
We were sat on my king bed and the drawers were directly in front of the bed and you're saying that's 10 to 15 meters.
It's a big bloody room.
That's not even 3 meters. Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
Over-exaggerating?
You're just trying to make it seem like you've got an actual reason as to why you messed up the run. Is your TV 10 to 15 meters away from your bed?
It was from here to that little glass thing. And
Your
my
bedroom's
brain.
not even 10 to 15 meters.
I know.
Oh, good gravy. Yeah, sorry, you were saying. I don't want to cut in or anything.
I really, really over-exaggerated that one, eh?
Really is an understatement in itself.
It was so far away I couldn't actually see Snake or anything that was going on.
I didn't actually want you sitting next to me. I would have happily had you on the end of the bed. You'd carry on. Sorry.
Oh. This is the Ravenfire.
Oh, you completely just changed topics.
Yep. If it goes flawlessly.
You're gonna die.
Nah.
You're gonna die.
No.
We pray to our Jesus.
If I blow myself up, I will cry. I've missed. Have I? Oh no, we might get it.
I want you to know that I totally understand you said you missed, but it's actually nice.
You're the best person in a whole lot of reasons. I've run out of ammo because he had iframe still. I'm going to improvise.
Pull it. Grenade. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? I'm gonna go for a jog.
Okay, cool. We got him. He's
Okay.
dead. He's gone.
Wow.
Oh,
That's great.
I improvised it.
You're not a gamer. It's just you didn't die.
So, usually I go into that fight with 11 Nikita missiles. He takes 10 to kill him, but 2 times there I hit him while he was still in his iframes,
Dodgy.
which very rare, but it just happened. So we had to use a C4 to kill him.
Just a dodgy man
Yeah.
who wears sunglasses and a non-existent phone call because it's the 90s.
2 years ago, I told Koodles, well, I suggested that she should play this game, and she did.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You forcing yourself into my house, setting up the console on my television, and throwing the controller in my hands is you suggesting me to play it.
Staggering results, and it took us, I think it was like 6 hours, then the next day we came back and did another 6 hours and you beat her. But at the very start, like, it was a story playthrough, she's never actually played it before, only watched my runs.
Which, trust me, I never pay attention to those. No spoilies.
The first codec with Master Miller, which is the very start of the game when you go into the vent, just after the heliport, probably about 2.5 seconds into that codec, she's just like, yeah, he's dodgy, I don't like him.
He was suspicious. He was suspicious.
And then every codec after, she's like, no, I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. And yeah, she was right, but it just...
Every story game I've ever played, it's always got the worst plot, like the plot twist ever, and usually the ones that try to be the most helpful are the ones that betray you. And he was wearing sunglasses inside.
Yeah.
He was trying to like Clark Kent us.
I'll wear my sunglasses. No. So this, after this codec here, this is the other guard. Fridge's twin, pretty much.
Okay. What, you spam triangle a couple of times, he doesn't hear you, oh no.
Walking home.
Okay.
You can't say...
Do it. I'll do it. Watch me, I'll set a PB.
So these floors are noisy. As I described earlier, I'm going to mash the R1 button to cancel the footsteps, but then I'm going to let go for a little bit just to get him to hear my footsteps.
What was that noise?
I wonder. What was that noise?
Oh, no.
What was that noise? It was just a man floating on some grates.
So there'll be a codec here, then another cutscene, and then we're going to get chucked into an alert phase. And if you use just the D-pad, you can't avoid this guard. He will shoot you. You have to put the analog stick at like 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock, just to avoid his gunfire.
Not 45.
No, because 45 would be down and left on the D-pad.
So 45 is incorrect.
Oh, wait. Oh, 6:45, sorry. Oh, are you bringing this up?
I'm just asking a question. I'm not correlating this question with anything at all. If you're insinuating that I'm meaning something else, then I guess that's you. That's all you. So 6:45 isn't good. What are you telling
You
me?
can do it with 6:45, I reckon. Like just like my alarms that I set. So we've got a lot of friends that have come from other states. Some flown in, some driven. I think it's like 11 or 12 of us, all down, all hanging out for the week. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been juggling work, free time, and all this stuff. Probably going to bed at like 12 or 1. Normal, but getting up at stupid hours to get all the stuff done. And consistently, Koodles has called me, but like to make sure that I'm awake. But she's called me about 3 minutes before my alarm's gone off, and she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yeah, I set my alarms at 15, like quarter past, quarter to intervals." And she's like, "No, that's stupid." So she was bullying my my alarm set at 8:15 and also 6:15, 6:45, 7:15, 7:45.
Normal people set their times to like o'clock or half past.
No.
So when it's either when it's like 1:45 or 1:15, I'm like, oh, They're slipping in because it's not a normal person phone. So I call you and you're like, when did you know? And then the one time that I don't call you, because I'm like, oh, here's alarms, and then you're late to work for like an hour.
So if you've been a casual player of this game before, you'd be like, what? There's a rat that picks up the power card? It's dependent on how many alerts you get throughout the game up until this point. So if you get 10 or less, or it might be 9 or less, you'll have the rat that eats the power card, and you have to just find him, kill him, get the power card back. But if you get more than 10 alerts, or 10 or more, sorry, you'll just find it in the water like you usually would, where you just have to rummage through the water and hope that you don't pick up the bomb. Which makes it very tricky, because if you do this kind of run on extreme where you are sitting at 1% health, the water will actually kill you the second that you jump into it to pick up the key card, so you kind of need the rat to eat the card to beat the game this way, technically. Also, if the rat spawned at the staircase and you killed him there too, the card would land in the water and you'd die the second you touch the water. So right now we're just chucking in the power cards to deactivate quotation marks Metal Gear. We've done the warm card. We've now got the cold card and then the hot card next. I lean against that wall because that guard sees me if I don't. It's like a time buffer pretty much, just so he turns away. We've got a lot of free time if there's any donations, call-outs or anything like that.
Yeah, we've had a $20 donation from ATIC, who says, never seen MGS played before, so this is a trip.
Oh, awesome. I hope you're enjoying it.
So
Thank you very
sorry you have to watch ICEMAN run for it. I'm so sorry. He has better VODs on his Twitch channel if ever you actually want to see something professional, but if not, I can recommend you other streamers.
My PB for this, so I only run the extreme category. I just prefer it. It's like what I enjoy, the difficulty. On PlayStation 1, my PB is 1 hour 38, a couple of seconds. So yeah, it literally is that close to a 1 hour 37, which we are all praying for at this moment.
It's not going to happen.
And then with the Black Lung, which is what we're doing today, where I'm on 1% health for the entire run, my PB is 1 hour 41, which, based on the time, we're going to be about like, no, we'll be about like 10 or 15 minutes from that.
You've died 6 too many times for that.
Six too many.
6 too many times. Terrible.
I'd estimate, yeah, if we have no complications from here to the end of the run, it'll probably be about 1 hour 55.
You're going to die to Steam.
I will.
Steam death's a canon.
I will cry.
It's canon.
So the card takes 60 seconds to change temperature. I'm just going to listen to the music in the background, and there'll be a violin that tells me when it's cold.
And the tank is, not tank scene, but like, you know, when you go up the ladder and down the ladder before, like, every single time you go through a door, it restarts the music.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard it. So it was like, ding, 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 ding. It was just terrible.
And the steam that she's referring to in the blast furnace, there's a room filled with steam that I have to run by to get stinger ammo. And I've got a clip on my channel where I'm like, oh, you know, what kind of idiot dies to the steam? And then 2 seconds later, I die to the steam. Just solidifying me as
If you die to
complete.
Steam, it'll make up for you not dying during Raven.
I don't want to die to steam, though.
I do.
So yeah, this section of the game is a lot of just backtracking, going back and forth. A lot of people find it irritating. I don't mind it. It's kind of like a nice break between bosses, and it's just a lot of story-driven sections. Like, yeah, if you're doing a run, it can be pretty annoying, but if you're playing it normally and listening to the story and stuff, there's a lot of informative stuff that gets addressed here.
Feel free to reiterate all of it for us.
What do you want to hear? Like, just all of
I
it?
said all of it.
All of
Just
it?
tell us the whole story.
Oh, okay. So we're going to pop the blue card in. No one's going to chat to us. Then we're going to go to the elevators. There's going to be a curtain call from Master Miller. And he's going to be like, yeah, look.
Sus man.
Like, yeah, Naomi's pretty dodgy. Yeah, we think she's an imposter for these reasons. Colonel like butts in for a little bit, and then, oh, that's not good. That counts.
Embarrassing. Oh no! Oh no!
I died in a loading zone.
Gamer.
So yeah, we'll have a code from Master Miller, then we'll go up, we'll go to the blast furnace. Naomi will be placed under arrest. We'll come back down, and then we'll get a mysterious call from Naomi, who should be in arrest. And she'll be like, no, I didn't do it, you know, all these things, story, nice, yeah, it's really nice. Oh, I forgot to make a footstep.
Oh my goodness.
Heart attack.
That was so lucky. Oh no. That was almost the Chad gamer moment. Gamer? I was a gamer once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. With a console. Consoles make me crazy.
Crazy?
Consoles make me a gamer. Gamer? I was a gamer once.
Oops. That's alright.
Yeet.
So yeah, I kind of leant against the wall, but didn't do it long enough, and so he spotted me as I came around the corner. That's my fault.
Just as you were talking about how you had to stay against the wall.
Yeah.
Educational. That's what happens if you don't do that.
Yeah,
It's an educational stream.
Exactly. It's a tutorial. Where you-
This is what not to do for the whole game.
Do you want to talk about the grown
Oh.
tubes or not?
Oh.
Well, you said no. So
no. I don't
good
want to.
stuff. So
you talk about it.
about a month, maybe 2 months ago, we're in a Discord call with pretty much everyone that has flown in or driven here today to be a part of this event, from like our little friend group. And she's like, oh, do you remember those tubes that go, and you like tip them upside down? Grown tubes. Had them as a kid. And that just sparked this interest, and she's like, oh, I found them on sale, we can buy 10 of them for this price. And so she bought 10 of them. And
I've got so many at my house now. Oh my gosh.
we were gonna, just bring them here for like once or twice as a bit of a joke, but we've left them at home.
I forgot them. The one thing. We're going to tape them to a friend's arm and legs and then watch them run up the street.
Poor old Squishy. So the journey back to the blast furnace is a little tedious, but like I said, it's mainly just a break from all the fighting and the stealth and the bosses, just to get a bit of story into the gamer.
I zoned out for a second and it felt like gamer wasn't supposed to be a word that you said at the end of that. Because you're not a gamer.
Oh.
Remember? Just the durry hanging out of his mouth.
I remember there was a time I was doing a run of this on my channel, and someone's just like, "How many packets is he?" I did the math, so
Yeah,
for it.
right, of course you did.
Yeah, because
Yep.
it was just something to pass the time during the run.
Yeah.
It was about like 42.
Packs?
No, just individual.
Just oh, yep.
For the whole run.
Mm-hmm. Did you take, like, in consideration, like, how long it takes to smoke a cigarette, the time span of, like, when this is placed? Just, like, all of that?
I wouldn't take. I didn't consider 1998, but I considered how long it would average.
Because you know.
That is very adorable.
Oh, the elevator's moving? Better shoot it.
So yeah, we're gonna come up here, the blast furnace. Then there'll be like the small room with the steam. Hopefully not gonna run into it. It's definitely baited me a couple of times where like there's no steam, and then all of a sudden there's just magically appearing out of nowhere and kills me. We'll heat the card up again. It takes 60 seconds, just like the other one, and then Rex fight, liquid fight, jeep chase, credits. To keep it simple.
Yep. Go, buddy.
Bad Steam.
Now we have also received $5 from Otacon. He says, "What's with these guys? It's just like one of my Japanese animes."
Thank you for the donation. So you can use the soundtrack again to figure out when the card is hot, but there's nothing actually like really defining in the sound, I guess, that I could find. So instead, the guard up there, when he comes down the stairs to right where the top of the screen is now, pretty much, when his feet are there, the card becomes hot. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And just to make sure, because I can't be bothered.
Going all the way back and then
Yeah.
back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll know if you choose not to check it and risk it, you'll know if you've got it or not because the codec down here will appear. If you get the codec, then it's hot. If you don't get the codec, then you've made a mistake.
Drop that sick beat.
Much like the camera in the snowfield as well, this one is also 50-50 whether it's aiming at you or not when you get to the loading zone. So all cameras are they either spawn facing left or facing right. It's just depends on the frame that you enter the room in, determines which way it's going to face when you enter it. No.
Oh, that hurt my ears. That was so loud.
So yeah, we'll get a codec here from Naomi, and this is the lengthy one that goes for just a touch under 7 minutes. If you were to watch it, sorry. If you,
Right.
yeah, it's not 7 minutes of me skipping it. Like, you trying to read it?
No, I am. I'm taking it in. I'm disassociating so I can read it all.
Pardon?
Pronounced that they have to kill me too, right? It was the line.
Oh no, you're reading it. How dare you take on story in a speedrun, honestly.
Oh, God forbid. Oh, he dropped the beat when I didn't have time to dance. Ridiculous.
For anyone that is interested in this game, and like, or if you've played it before and want to play it but actually have something that seems different, if you can get your hands on the integral copy of the game, again, it is a Japanese exclusive, but the integral copy, when you beat the game once, you unlock alternate mode, and game runs as is. It just changes all of the guards' locations pretty much. It adds more guards to different rooms. I think there's a couple of cameras in different spots too. It's a nice little fresh take on the game. And the reason why it reminded me of it is that section there where we fought Raven. On our return trip, there's just 2 guards patrolling it, but when you play alternate rounds, there's 4 of them, and they patrol up and down vertically in sync with each other. It's very weird. It seems like a VR mission from one of the games. But then there's a couple other spots where there's just cameras in silly locations that you would never expect. Now you can run the game on Integral as well. I've chosen the American copy for today.
Lame.
I have to.
Lame.
Oh yeah. The Integral version allows you to skip a cutscene with Liquid just before the hand-to-hand fight. The cutscene goes for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so it is worth it. I've just stuck with American version for a multitude of reasons. There is no gain from playing the American version at all, other than the fact that it runs better than POW because of the 25, 30 FPS thing that happens with the hertz and stuff. Forgot the word it's called. Help me.
No.
The power thing
Sulfur.
from... Wait.
Sulfur.
Because like POW was on like 50 hertz, we get 25 FPS, and NTSC was 60 hertz, so we get 30 FPS.
Sus, man.
Hey.
In the torture room.
So throughout the entire run, I have not called Otacon at all. Oh my god, it's
God,
Liquid!
it's Liquid! No way!
Hey.
Oh my gosh, it's Superman!
I'm gonna try and land on his codec, but I've never done it. I did. So like,
That's never happened before.
because you've never called him before, you have to dial his number 141.12, and it's nice to scroll there and then fine tune it. But I try and press circle to time it. I've always said like I've never done it until just then.
Yep. Flip it. Never gonna happen again.
Never. There's absolutely no time save in doing it. It's just that like bragging right of clicking at the right time. So unfortunately, our life will regenerate here for the Rex fight. I don't intend on taking damage, but knowing the luck today, I'm going to die. But that's fine. But we'll still equip the cigarettes, because why not?
You gotta be a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh. That was a close laser. Nice. Good job.
So that's phase 1. Then our friend Spider-Man Grey Fox over here has saved us in the cutscene that we skipped.
I can't do it.
And then I'm going to try and get a really tricky shot off after the cutscene before I get attacked. It only saves maybe like 3 seconds, but it is, it can be consistent if you get the right button movement. And then just like the Sniper Wolf fight where I've been leaning to the left to avoid a hit fire, let me just do this. I missed.
Focus time.
Yeah, I missed it.
I see you. Snake.
So you can hold triangle and L1 or R1 to shift your weight, and allows you to dodge any incoming fire that's directly head on, which includes the laser for some reason. I missed again.
Goodness. Cheating. Cheating. Hacks. Aimbot.
Yeah, just a little. So yeah, I didn't explain it earlier, but when you're fighting Wolf, you can hold triangle and then hold L1 or R1 and shift Snake's weight, but not his... his body stays still, but his hitbox moves.
Sleeping as usual. A snake.
Liquid.
You're still alive. I won't die as long as you still live. Too bad. Looks like this revolution was a failure. Just because you destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting. Fighting? What are you really after? A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were. As we should be. That was Big Boss's fantasy. It was his dying wish. Oh, when he was young, during the Cold War.
You don't have to.
The world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurs our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatred will arise.
Reading the subtitles. You're cheating.
And our sphere of influence.
No, keep
But
doing
as long
that.
as there are people, there will always be war. But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance is best. Is that the only reason? Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us? I don't want that kind of world. Ah, you lie. So why are you here?
Are you proud of this?
Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
You then. You enjoy the kill.
That's what. What? Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades? That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong. There's a killer inside you.
Stop looking.
You don't have to deny it. They were
We were
created
created to be that way. Created?
So that's the cutscene you can skip when you're playing.
This is the
Peggle.
reason you were only a C grade student in
Aw.
school. You got the bare minimum done and put 110% effort into that.
Bully.
Someone's just like, while you were partying, I was studying the cutscene. I will always be mad that there's no gas snake.
Vapor snake.
No,
Yeah.
it can't be. There's liquid snake,
Snollid.
Snollid. Liquid snake.
If you win,
Sol-
you might still be able to save her.
Kill me.
You could
Look,
enjoy
let me
one
die.
brief
No.
moment
Do
of
it.
love
Do it.
before the
She's
end.
useless. She's got nothing.
If you cross this line, you
I bet you the car at the end is an
At
automatic
this
too.
height, it
probably
will
not even
kill
manual.
even
Nice.
you.
It's like a cheap.
Automatic.
I don't know.
I think in the whole cutscene she's got both hands on the wheel. Have at you. Oh, that's close to getting out. Nice shot! Oh, you're almost deep in it. Oh no. Oh no. You get it. No, get it back.
That's alright.
Oh my lord. At least you got the easy kick off the end, you didn't go for a sprint.
Yeah. So unlike other difficulties, on extreme you can fall off of Rex and just instantly die too. Which it's pretty cool. Makes it interesting.
Yep. I asked you to mess up the liquid fight.
I threw a single punch and that threw me off enough. I was like, whoa.
Terrible. Terrible.
I'll drive.
Unfortunate.
A surveillance camera. What a shame.
She's been like
No
passed
keys.
out the whole time, so she just forgot that you're on a stealth mission.
All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Oh, well,
Fire that. Snake, hold
barrels
on.
have iframes.
No, you missed them.
I've taken a lot more damage than I should have.
It's Siggy's percent, you'll be fine.
Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint.
Here they come.
We'll never make
We'll never make. Oh, okay, let's go.
You did it. So if you have a second controller and you can actually control the guards in this section for some reason.
If I had one, I'd just make them dodge your bullets.
Snake, clear a path.
So you wouldn't be able to catch them.
Oh, you weren't dead? I'm going. I'm probably going to die. Yeah.
You did it, Snake.
I don't think I've ever died in the Jeep chase.
Incorrect.
I will now.
I've seen it at least twice already. For sure.
I didn't know that the first guard was still alive.
It's not over yet.
Liquid!
Just don't let him shoot you. Oh. Close. He's like letting him aim for you.
Oh,
See?
rough.
I reckon you got it.
I'm worried about not that. I'm worried about the next phase because he has a weird hitbox in between phases 4 and 5.
Just dodge him.
So when he goes to the left in a second, now his hitbox is weird. Oh, I got him one more time. That's terrifying.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's going to hit me in the left. Like, phase 5 is very difficult to do without taking damage, so I probably will die.
Not allowed to ban. I just told you were banned.
His hitbox in between phases is
Yeah, man.
impossible here.
Do it, Liquid, kill Meryl. Get it. Get it. Mess her up. We want to take Otacon with us.
No.
Gamer.
That was a little upsetting.
Hurry!
It's okay. Just do better.
I'll drive.
Yeah. It'd be nice if this first guard actually came down to where he's supposed to and didn't shoot me. The guards in this section do more damage than bosses do. It's ridiculous.
All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Oh, fuck.
Snake, hold on.
At least you hit it.
That's better.
No, you're not. You didn't get it the first time. You didn't get it the first time to be in an actual game, though. Otacon drives. Usually, if you don't save Meryl, Otacon is the one that's driving you out. Hence why the incentive was escape with Otacon or
Okay,
Meryl.
Snake,
Yeah.
let's go.
Just answering a question.
Oh, cool. Sorry.
Get out of my business.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Make sure he's dead.
Might help this time.
Snake, clear a path.
Just, we're trying, dude. Chill.
I've had a time where that guard has ran behind this pillar and then soft locked my run entirely. Because
I was just about to ask if that had ever happened.
he ran behind it, got stuck, and then I couldn't take damage and I couldn't continue.
Not over yet.
Liquid!
So I couldn't die, I couldn't do anything, and I just had to restart the run. It wasn't a good run though, so thankfully that was the case.
Do you ever have a good run?
Sorry?
Do you ever have a good run? I've not seen you get sub hour 40 in probably 3 years.
Soon.tm.
Oh, did you hear that? ICEMAN's just promised to start streaming again. We got it on video, folks.
Well, I was saying before the run started that in the background I have been practicing MGS2 European Extreme. I've never actually done a run of it before. Oh, sorry, that's a lie. I've done a run of it, but it wasn't a good run. So I've started practicing that in my spare time. So it might be worth fiddling with that. And then when I master that, I guess I'll go to 3 and
You need to master 1 first. Hold on. Hour 37, then you can start streaming and running and just.
So in the 5th phase here, you're aiming at the steering wheel and you can avoid taking damage, but sometimes he just shoots you. It doesn't bend a thing. So that's the game there. I've accounted for the credits. They take about 6 minutes, and that's when we'll get the in-game time. But yeah, there will be no more gameplay after that. It's just the credits pretty much. So yeah. Oh, sorry. There's a codec, a cutscene, and then the credits.
Yep.
You
I didn't do anything. I'm just chilling.
Naomi's going to sigh 6 times.
Did you hear that, Si?
Still at the time. Because we did it on the Tuxedo playthrough as well, the credit theme, at about 2 minutes in, will just change to the MGS, just like the main theme, I guess, of the whole game. But yeah, that's the whole run, and I appreciate everyone that's come through and everyone that's donated and everything like that. It's been great fun. Would it be alright to run through the credits the final time cut at the end? About 6 minutes? Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before it comes to an end? Sorry? Yeah, feel free. Yeah. So yeah.
Bad gamer.
I can't believe it was just like dying once at every boss and then
I told you. Your practice runs are always really good, but then anytime you need to do anything officially, it's just terrible.
yeah. Again, thank you for everyone that's come through, everyone that's watched, not just my run, but for the whole event. You know, I know there's been probably hundreds of people that have come from other states just to support their friends or even run and partake in the entire event. And everyone that's set
people
up.
Volunteering to be staff as well. It's incredible.
Yeah. This is my 3rd time running at an ASM event, and I've loved every single one of them. So it's been great fun. I really appreciate it.
I didn't do anything other than just sit here, but yeah, it's definitely
and bullied
good fun.
me a little.
It's good. That's a daily duty.
And I guess thank you to our little friend group that's also come down from.
Massive supporters.
Yeah. Yeah. We planned to just hang out for a week, but it was all based around this run too. So I appreciate everyone that's come and put all the effort in and everything like that. Yeah.
And I know that we said it last year after ICEMAN's Silent Hill run, but I definitely will force him into trying to stream more. It's just hard with his work schedules at the moment. Try and get him to start practicing runs properly.
Yeah. I practiced this twice this week, and I think once a month ago, and I did. So I played it in the sum of like 6 months. I've played this 3 times, today being the 4th. So I definitely could have. I should have.
Trying to force you to practice for ages, and you're like, actually, I want to play MGS2.
Yeah, I wanted to practice it.
I want to play this game. I want to play that game. Oh, you should be practicing for your run. Maybe next time you'll actually do good.
Yeah, definitely.
Snake program.
What's up? That's a roof.
Oh, got it on video. Yes. I do it to him all the time and he gets so mad at me.
So here comes the fancy music for playing Tuxedo.
Behind the scenes, just been jamming to it. Then. If only you could skip cutscene credits.
Oh, it'd be pretty handy. Sorry, it can't be worse than Metal Gear Solid 2's credits go for like 10 minutes. Yeah, it was the NTSC version. Yeah. Now. I forgot. Thank you for being up here as well.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Forget about me. It's alright. I don't know. It's alright. I just want to be here next year. It's okay.
No.
Whatever.
She was up on the co-commentator last year with Silent Hill. This year took a bit of persuading, but
No,
think
it
she-
didn't. There was no arguments. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it, but just don't tell me that I'm gonna do it, and I'll do it.
yeah, just didn't want to stress about the build-up.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't save Meryl, could have saved 5 minutes.
Terrible run. Garbage. Still bad. Could be better. But thank you for having me. Thank you for tolerating me.
Thank you.
And trusting me to be here with you in public.
Biddly-did.
Come on, credits.
They're nearly over.
I know. Oh, what'd you check?
Nothing.
What'd you check?
Nothing.
What'd you check?
Nothing.
What'd you check?
A message.
Did you?
Yeah.
Come in.
I don't know.
Mama?
I just looked at the note, like the actual.
Oh, rough. Wasn't even your mum.
Nah.
Didn't care about you.
So then we'll have like a small little chat from Ocelot, and then it'll be the scorecard, and yeah.
And then we're done. Until next year.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped
Like
out.
practice MGS2,
Those
but
two are
Black
still
Lung,
alive.
European Extreme.
The Vector? Yes, sir.
Have you gotten a big boss
Fox
in
Dive should become
MGS2 yet?
activated soon.
Not
Right
without
on
saving.
schedule.
Maybe aim for that first.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's
You do
dummy
bad at
warhead
Black Lung
data.
runs.
No, sir. My cover is intact.
Stop
Nobody
it!
knows
Stop
who I
it!
am.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Leave me alone.
Yes, the DARPA chief knew
Leave me alone.
but he's been disposed of.
Just stop eyeballing me.
Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Yes, I agree completely.
Yes, sir, I agree completely.
Get out of
It's a
here.
well-balanced individual
Go
such
away.
as yourself to rule the world. No, sir.
Vapor Snake.
No one knows that you were
Gas
the
snake.
third one. Solidus.
Fuck, man.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye,
Mr. President.
It's gonna be like 2003 or something
Maybe.
ridiculous. Gross.
Oh! Good job.
11 deaths. Yeah.
You had to kill three more people.
Yeah. Oh, it would have been good. But yeah, thank you everyone. That's Metal Gear Solid. I appreciate everyone that's been here for it and watched it. Thank you.
Yay!
Alright, thank you, Iceman. We're just going to set up for some Diablo 3 now. I'll be stepping out for a bit. Oh, sorry, we've got Celeste before Diablo 3. Apologies, Celeste crowd control coming up. I'll be back later for my run. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Galastrini and I'm going to be your host for the next 2 runs. Let's get excited for Celeste Any% Crowd Control with Yuki Layla. Take it away. Woo!